Hey y'all, welcome to the channel. So today we're going to be doing like a little get ready with me. Who am I? Who the heck am I? Yep, so if you're interested in finding out how I got this look, please keep watching. Okay, so let's get started with this get ready with me chit chat. Y'all are gonna have to bear with me because first of all, this is my first time doing this, and yeah, I'm gonna do my best not to blab, and there might be times that I'm gonna speed something up, and I'll let you know if I'm gonna speed it up. But yeah, I'm just kind of gonna get ready to go out this evening, and you guys are gonna watch. So yeah, my face is already prepped and primed, and let me tell you what I used. So I did the, what is this? The Drunk Elephant. This is a vitamin C. So I put that on first, and then I put some, this is from Charlotte Tilbury, and this is like the Eye Rescue. So I put some of that under my eye to keep it nice and moist. And then for my moisturizer, I also use the Charlotte Tilbury. That's the magic cream. This thing is everything, and I even like the way it smells. So yep, Charlotte Tilbury. And then, and never leave home without it, girls, this is my Black Girl sunscreen. Make it matte. So it's a 45 SPF, and I put this on every day regardless of makeup or not, because this has nothing to do with me applying my makeup. It just has everything to do with the fact that you need just some sunscreen, no matter your skin tone. I know chocolate girls, we always say, oh yeah, no, we need sunscreen, so we need to get on that whole sunscreen bandwagon. So I wear this every single day, my Black Girl sunscreen, so it doesn't leave like a white cast or anything on my skin when I do put my makeup on top of it. So that's what I did for skincare. Yeah, so let's get started. So typically the first thing I do are my eyes, and what I do is this. As you can see, I am team no eyebrow. Listen, I was born this way like Lady Gaga, okay? So what I typically do is this primer from Becca, which I don't know why mine is acting like this, because I don't yeah, it made a big fat squirt. We're not going to show that on camera, but I take this this primer by Becca. This is discontinued, but I'm happy I have backups because I love this. So I put a little bit of that just over my my eyebrows themselves, or the little bit I have of eyebrows. Child, not much is happening here. So I put that on to kind of like mattify it a little bit. And then I use like a spoolie to just kind of like bring it up some. That's what I do. Then I get a little bit of loose powder. So the one I'm using today is the one from Laura Mercier, and this is like a mini one. Let me tell y'all something. I'm in the middle of moving, so I don't know where most of my stuff is. I'm proud of myself that I could still actually make content in the midst of this madness. But yeah, so I take a little bit of that and I just tap it on my brows themselves. Yep. And that kind of keeps my brows like not to be so oily, because they can get oily, of course. So then now I'm ready to do the brows, and that in itself is a chore. It's a big fat chore. Brow time, brow time. So I may speed this up because nobody wants to see anybody just like sit there and do their brows like that, but Yeah, and I don't think I can talk and do my brows at the same time. But I might surprise myself. I am a woman. I am a phenomenal woman. I can do anything. But yeah, so what I use for my brows, it depends on the day. So today I have this Revlon Color Stay. It's supposed to be an eyeliner, and this is in 202. And I use it because it's so soft. And I just use it to kind of make a mark for the brow, how I'm thinking I want the brow to look today. You know, so I gotta pull out all my drawing skills, you know the ting. So yeah, and then I just do it on the top, and then I fill that bad boy in. So yeah, that's how it's done. That's how I do it. I don't know if that's how it's really done. I really want to get my eyebrows like, what is it? Laminated? I don't know what the word is. But you know where they do the tattoo kind of thing? But because I'm on a blood thinner, and in order for me to do that, I have to stay off my blood thinner for 5 days. Like, oh my goodness. I don't think I can manage. I got powder all over my nose. I don't think I can manage staying off my blood thinner for 5 days for something that's so superficial, because that may not be good for me. But yeah, so that's why I draw my eyebrows for the most part. Yeah, so anyways, I don't think I could consciously just get my brows done, knowing that I have to stay off a very important medication for 5 days. Oh, child. I don't know, but it'd be very convenient if I could, but like for now, I don't think I can. Yeah, so this I'm probably gonna speed up, put some music to it, so you won't have to listen to all the background. And then I just use this. This is this is a Benefit brow pencil, and I use this just really to make it not look so perfect. I'm using the spoolie and I'm putting in little strokes here and there. But yeah, I always do my brows first, and then I come back to do it later. Yeah, so yeah, it may not be something that I end up ever doing. Because what if something happens? What if I throw a blood clot while waiting to get my eyebrows done? That would suck. But anywho, that's why I draw my brows. That is why. How my fart greasy, so. Alright, so the next thing I do is I carve those brows out. And I'm using this eyeshadow base. It's from Plain & Makeup by Yolando. I swear by this stuff. So this is what I use to carve out my eyebrows. And then, and this is in the shade, I think this is H. I'm using H today. Usually I use B, but truth be told, I don't know where my B is. All right, I do not know where my B is. All right, so I put the eyeshadow base thing here on my hand, and I use this brush. This is also from Plain & Makeup by Yolando, and I just make it like super flat. And yes, it gets my fingers dirty, and yeah, I do it again. I put some more product, and then I just flatten out the brush, and then that just serves as my sharp brush to help my eyebrows look a little bit more precisioned. I don't know what's on my thing, but anyways, that's what I'm doing. So here we go. So yeah, this is one of the things I can't do and talk at the same time. I need all my faculties to carve out this bad boy. All of it. Simply all of it. Sometimes I change brushes. I have like one of the smaller ones. Where is it at? Who took my brush? Who took my brush? Where is my brush? It's right here. Yeah, so this is like a really flat one. And kind of where I started, where I stopped. Yeah, so I just like do that, carve out the sides, the edges, and then I blend this bad boy out. I don't carve out the top of my brows with this base or even concealer. Sometimes, depending on my mood and how much I have, how much time I have, I would use my actual foundation to do the top. So yes, children, so blend, blend, blend. Blending, blending, she's so blending. So how is everybody doing though? How is everyone doing? How is life? So today I wanted to come on and do like a get ready with me and chit chat. Tell y'all a little bit about myself. Or actually, you know, I don't even know if y'all care about me that much in terms of wanting to know about me, but you know, I want to do this more often where we could have girl talk and just talk about the state of affairs in this country, the state of relationships. You know, how do we make it make sense? However do we do that? So yeah, this is basically blended up. I like the tail to be a little, you know, more highlight on there, and I kind of just share out the rest of the product as a base for my eyeshadow that I'm about to apply. Yep, and I just use this brush. I think this brush is from, it's also from Plain and Makeup by Yolando. Listen, she got some good stuff. Good stuff. I love her palettes. Her brushes are everything. I love it when women, you know, they get on their thing, especially, maybe I'm a little biased, but especially island women, you know. They work hard, they become successful, the struggle is real. I think the struggle is real for a lot of people, not only island people. So I don't want you to think that that's all like, that I think only island people have a struggle. But you know, as an immigrant, when you come into the country, you definitely do have some more hurdles than the average American, I would think. You know, that maybe the average American may disagree, but I know me as an immigrant, I wasn't handed anything. Nope. Worked hard with a lot of support, of course, but worked hard to finish school and, you know, get that career going, and, you know, family, all of the things. So yeah, I think that's enough for that. I don't want to mess it up. So now, let's see what we're going to do with the eyes. What we going to do with the eyes? I will have to think about that for a minute as I clean this up, because every time I leave this stuff on, it gets all over my robe. By the way, my robe is from, I think I got it at I've had it for a while. Dillard's maybe, and it's Natori. I love it's like a silky fabric. I don't think it's silk, but it's that nice. Ooh, and I have a nightgown that matches it. Who am I? Who am I? Okay. All right, so I put the base down. Now I just like to put just a tiny little bit of powder. Not much, just a little bit of that same setting powder, just to set it a little, not anything crazy, just to set it a little bit. I know I look crazy. So what I'm going to do is put something in the crease. So for my crease color, what I've decided to do is use this Fenty bronzer. I use this as my crease color all the time. This one is Mocha Mami. So it's like the reddish one. So I just tap it and I just basically throw the thing in my crease. Just use like a real fluffy brush. This is a Morphe brush. I think it was from the Disney collection or something. Yeah. So girls, let me ask you this. Girls, guys, if, right, you're with someone and you and that person, let's say you break up, do you think that that person is now off limits to everyone that is your friend? Is that person considered off limits to the folks that are in your circle? I mean, I would love to know what y'all think. I would love to know that. Me, I don't feel like the person is off limits, but that's just me. I feel like if a relationship is over and, you know, somebody else wants to be with that person that's in your circle, well, hopefully everybody is grown enough to be okay with it. I'm not talking about a cheating situation, but I'm talking about relationship is done. So my best friend used to date Johnny, and Johnny and my best friend are done. And, you know, I like Johnny. And I mean, do you guys think it's okay for somebody to come in and be with Johnny? Somebody that's the friend of Johnny's ex to be with Johnny. I mean, I think it will be super awkward. But I don't know about, you know, being all the way off limits. I think that might be a little much. But that's just me. I'd love to know what y'all think. So my crease color is down. And what I'm gonna do is kind of like a cut crease, but nothing crazy, because keep in mind, I am not a makeup artist. I am just a chick out here putting on her makeup. So as I already have, I have falsies on, like I do eyelash extensions, because kind of like my eyebrows, I'm team no eyelash. So I do extensions. So it's always like tricky for me to put like eyeshadow on. So if you see me squinting, that's why. I'm trying not to get the eyeshadow base on the actual lash itself. I don't always succeed, but hey. And this is the same base that I use, that Plain and Makeup by Yolando base. And the reason I put the base is for the color to pop and for the shadow to last. It minimizes, for me, it minimizes creasing, etc. People put, I mean, there are actually products that are actual eyeshadow bases that are meant for that. I think this is one of the products, because this is not a concealer. It's an eyeshadow base. So yeah, it's one of my favorites on the market from Plain and Makeup by Yolando, and it comes in a few different colors, so you could find the shade that you need. I mean, the lighter the shade, of course, the colors that you put on your eyeshadow is gonna pop some more, so yeah. So tell me what y'all think about that whole, you know, is that person now off limits if they used to date somebody in your circle? I'm curious to know. Let me know in the comments, because I'm gonna read the comments for sure. I'm interested. Definitely interested to know. Alright, and when I do that, I lose some of that that eyeshadow, the shadow, not the shadow, this thing that I use for my crease color, I lose some of it. So what I do is that I could use the same brush, but today I'm gonna use a clean brush, and I just go back in and I just kind of carve out what I wanted to carve out, make it look a little bit more seamless. Right, and then and there. Yep. So I don't know if people know, or if you guys know, that I'm actually a registered nurse, and yeah, that's what I do for a living. I enjoy makeup and fragrance and all of the things, but my day job is nursing. And I'm no longer at the bedside per se. I'm more in like the corporate role. But yeah, it's been rough, and there has been more people leaving the industry than joining. So although nursing, you know, we've done it short staffed for many years, and prior to COVID there was a deficit, a huge deficit, and COVID actually made the deficit even worse. But yeah, you know, we'll be okay. We'll be okay. I do believe that, I know that nursing is my passion. It's, you know, even when it gets to me, I cannot envision not ever being in the industry, no matter what I do. So I'm just one of those nurses that, I don't know, it's gonna be super hard to tell me no fragrance at work, please. I'm gonna try not to be too obnoxious with it, but I can't go to work without putting a fragrance on. I'm sorry. I just enjoy fragrances that much. What y'all thinking? So that is the beginning of the eye. So now I have to just decide what color I want there. I just wanted to put some color there. Try to kind of be matchy-matchy. It's been a minute since I've actually delved into a lot of color. So I kind of want to do a little matchy-matchy look with my outfit. So I think I'm gonna pull from these two palettes. This Juvia's Place, this is the Berries palette. So it's like different colors of, different tones of burgundy. And then this one is from Too Faced. This is the Pumpkin Spice. And yeah, so I kind of want to do like an orangey kind of burgundy look. So wish me luck, wish me luck. Because there are not many do-overs when you're doing something like this, especially on camera. I'm used to doing this watching YouTube videos, but this is agua, lots of agua. It's one of the secrets to having good skin. Staying hydrated. Don't say I never taught you anything, you hear me? Because I taught you something. All right, so I got a flat brush here, and I think I'm going to start with this color right over here. It's like a dark, it doesn't show up good on the thing. It's like a dark kind of burgundy. So that's gonna be like my color that I put on the edges, like the outer V. Just want to pat it in there. That is it. So here's another question I have. Girl talk again. Girl talk, guy talk. Exes. Like, are we all do we all, women, men, do we believe that, you know, after we end a relationship that it's just an automatic that our ex, if our ex is trying to talk to us about something, that they just want us back? Or is it, or are we just like disillusioned? I want to know what the masses have to say about that. Because, you know, there are many ways to look at it. Sometimes it could be just a really innocent conversation if you and your ex had a good relationship to begin with, right? But I changed brushes again, guys. I just wanted something to give me a little bit more. This brush it's a Morphe brush. Yeah. I mean, are we just disillusioned thinking that, okay, because our ex wants to talk to us, they want us back? Oh, they're in their feelings. They just miss us. I mean, that might be the case sometimes. And sometimes by your ex's behavior, you definitely can see that okay, they're holding on to something that they need to let go of in order to move on. But I mean, personally, I don't think every single time like an ex of mine reaches out or whatever that they want to be with me. I'm not of that mindset. I'm not of that frame of mind at all. But does it happen? Yeah, it actually happens. So all I can say is, you know, in your new relationship, you have to have trust. And if somebody's crossing the line, they need to know, don't cross the line. That's not how we do it around here. No, that's not what we do. Let's keep it respectful. If your ex is in a new relationship, respect that. Please respect that. No late night texts, no frivolous texts. Just respect that, especially if your ex is saying, you know, that they're, let's say I'm the ex and I'm the person and my ex is reaching out, and you know, and it's causing an issue in your new relationship. You definitely have to, in my opinion, set boundaries. Maybe boundaries that weren't already set, but you kind of need to set it in order for your new relationship to work. And I am definitely not a relationship expert, okay? I'm not, but I'm just saying, I feel like that's common sense, but all you know what we see, common sense is not always common. Yes, it isn't. What am I trying to do? I forgot. My goodness. Okay, here I was talking. I was like, why are my lips so dry? So I'm putting on a little bit of lip oil. This is the Dior lip oil, and it is in the shade Berry. Yeah, this broke the internet. I don't know how long ago, but I obviously didn't follow the trend when it was trending. But now it is a product that I absolutely enjoy using. It keeps my lips nice and moist. And I actually wear this a lot when I'm not wearing makeup. So in the morning, if I'm leaving the house not wearing makeup, just running out errands, yeah, I just throw this on and it just feels good. It feels a little elevated. Anywho, back to the eyes. So in the kind of corner, so I laid down that matte color there, and in the corner I'm going to be putting this kind of orangey, it's like an orangey kind of gold from that pumpkin spice latte. It's pumpkin spice. from that Too Faced palette. So this is a palette, like I said, and I am using this shimmer color right here. I don't know what it's called. They don't have the names on it. They have the names on the actual box, and I don't know what the box is. But yeah, that's what I'm putting in here in this corner. Yeah, so like I was saying, you know, you gotta read the room. You have to read the room when it comes to exes, etc. And yeah, if you want your new relationship to work, you're definitely gonna set those boundaries. I mean, if you don't want the new relationship to work, then do whatever you want. You're grown, you know. But in terms of and I feel like if an ex is truly over you and they truly want the best for you and you're happy, they should understand that and not be stuck in their darn own feelings, their own darn feelings. Like, you can't, no, right? It's a different brush. I'm just using just a more tapered brush to kind of just blend those two colors together on my lids. Kind of have a little bit of overflow. So yeah. What are you thinking? I love makeup, but I don't know. A lot of people find that it's like, when I go to work, my face, I have a full beat. Okay? Face is beat. Every day. I wake up early to get ready for work because I don't like to rush. And I get up and I, you know, go to my room to get everything together after my shower, and I watch videos. It does not have to take me an hour and a half, but it does because I'm not in a rush. This is my time to just reflect and think about my day. That if I don't start my day like that, things are thrown off. So yeah, that's what I do. I think the eyes are eyeing right now. I think they are. Where's my little brush? There it is. So yeah, definitely have to read the room. You definitely have to know your partner. And girls, ladies, I'm speaking to you directly. Don't get into it with your new man's ex or whatever. Like, no. You're not with your new man's ex. You're with your man. And if there's some issues, if you feel like boundaries are being crossed, etc., that's who you talk to. And then it's up to them how much they cherish the relationship for them to handle it. I mean, and if they don't want to handle it, then that's your answer right there. Relationship. He don't really care about you. He doesn't really care about you if he doesn't want to handle it. All right, so that's all I'm doing on the eyes for now. Let's start with the face. Okay, so eyes are done for now. Now I'm gonna get into the face things then. So the first thing that I typically put on my face afterwards, after the all of my skincare, right before I put my foundation on, I use this silk primer, and this is also from Plain & Makeup by Yolando. And it's just a primer that any skin type can use it. And you don't need a lot. A little goes a long way. And it's just like really, it fills up your pores. It just makes your skin look super smooth. And I enjoy this primer. Now in the past, when my skin was uber oily, I don't think I would have used this primer. But as I'm getting older, my skin is becoming drier. So yeah, instead of a super mattifying primer, I use this silk, what is it called? I think it's called Faded Silk Pores Primer or something like that. But it's by Plain and Makeup by Yolando, and obviously there's a website. Yeah, so I just kind of like spread that out really thin. So it comes like this. It's like a kind of, I don't know, it's a putty kind of thing. I shouldn't say you put a putty on your face, but yeah, and a little bit goes a long way. This thing will last forever. It's absolutely worth it. The packaging is everything. I love the packaging. It's so classy. Looks like a little pearl. But yeah. So now that is on. I just spread it out a little bit. I typically just put some, just spread it out and kind of bring the eyeshadow up using the brush a little bit to kind of give me that kind of cat eye kind of vibe. I know, I look crazy, right? But I'm not. It's just the steps of the makeup. All right, so that's that. Now, foundation. So today what I've decided to use is my Giorgio Armani. What shade is this? 15? No. I'm gonna do a little bit of 15 and 14. 14 is the shade that I like the most, but sometimes 15, I don't know, if it just depends on the time of day or whatever. But yeah, this is what it looks like, Giorgio Armani. I get it at Sephora. Always pick it up in the sale because it's not cheap. It's not cheap. But this foundation, it's like a luminous foundation, and my oh my, it just sits so beautifully on the skin. And you don't need a lot. A little goes a long way. I have my little thing here. Let me wipe it a little bit. Yeah, so my little thingy, of course I got that from Amazon, and I typically just put like 2 pumps. If I feel like I need more, I'll put more, but for now 2 is good. 2 is golden. And then I just stir it up a little bit since I put 2 shades. Now you don't have to put 2 shades, I just like to do that. I like to mix foundations, it's just a thing. Another brush from Plain and Makeup by Yolando. My brushes are clean, okay? Yeah, super clean. Now it looks like it's a little dirt on there, but it's clean. So yeah, and then I just put this on, I just pat it on. I'm not a foundation swiper. I'm a foundation push into the skin kind of chick. And that's why, you know, there are a lot of people that don't believe in primer, but that's why I love me some primer. The purpose of primer for me is to protect my skin from the makeup. And of course, the bonus is that depending on the type of primer, it might make your makeup last longer, make your skin appear smoother, etc. and etc. So yeah, it's my favorite primer. This is the way I like to apply my foundation, like evenly, and 2 pumps is certainly enough, more than enough. At this point, what I like to do is take my Charlotte Tilbury airbrush spray, and then I do this. Sometimes I do this before also because you can, it's kind of like a prepping deal. This is my travel size. My big one is somewhere over the rainbow. But yeah, so then I spray some and then I just like press it in. that's what I do. So what do I do for fun? Well, I travel. I love to travel. Born and raised in the Caribbean in Grenada. And of course, that's probably my most favorite destination. But I'm biased. I love going home. It's a vibe when you go home. You're home. Like, you don't even feel like you're on vacation. You are home, but you're on vacation. Anyways, yeah, but I enjoy traveling. And I'm glad we're back to travel. 2020, 2021. Y'all really had me twisted. Couldn't leave the country. I was working like a dog. So yeah, love to travel. I'm definitely a shopaholic. Hi, my name is Roxanne and I'm a shopaholic. I enjoy fragrances. That's a really wonderful hobby, which is super expensive, but I enjoy that. Makeup. I love theme parks, but I'm past the stage of the really big, fast roller coasters. I've been a Disney girl for a long time. And yeah, that's my speed. Let me go on It's a Small World After All, and I'm a happy camper, you hear me? Happy go lucky. Me at Disney on the small rides. So yeah. Other than that, I enjoy music. Yeah, but travel at my stage, at this stage in my life, travel is up there with the things that I enjoy doing. Next, we have concealer. So today I'm going to be using my Uma Beauty concealer. Where's the other one? I have two. Yeah, so this is the Uma Beauty Woke. I love the names. The Woke concealer. I have two shades here. So one I'm going to put on first. The darker one I put on first, and then the lighter one I just put in certain areas to just give me a little bit more brightening. So this is the darker one. And I just put it just certain parts. Gotta cover those dark circles, boys and girls. And I put some here. These are just the areas I wish to highlight. Because this is where the light hits your face. So you wanna get all the light in. So then I just changed the color. And I put a little bit down the bridge of my nose. And some right here on my 5 head. Child, I forehead big so. I remember when people used to tease me about my forehead. I wonder where these fellas are right now. Tease me about my forehead and my lips. Now people are buying these lips. Yep. And then I have the Fenty Beauty, and this is in Ebony, the matte stick, and I use it as like a cream contour. I don't typically put too much on my forehead, but right here. And then I do a little bit of liquid blush. This is Rare Beauty, and this one is called Grateful. I love this stuff. I'm a blush girl. Yes! Look upon the face. The face is facing right now, okay? It's facing. So before I drink my water, so typically what I do when I have this on, I let it sit for a minute. So this is the Fix, the MAC Studio Fix Prep and Prime. I put that on there, let it sit for a minute. Sometimes I have a fan, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just sit here, drink water, and mind my business, clean up my stuff. If I was getting ready for work, this is the time where I go into the other room, I grab my watch, put on my watch, just little things. Sometimes I grab my earrings, it depends, but just to let the concealer sit a little bit. In the meantime, I'm also gonna dampen my beauty sponge. So this is a beauty blender, and I work with it damp. So I use this Fix Plus thing to dampen it. And then I have another one that I use for, I just put a little bit on that. So I use this one that looks like it's not clean, but it is clean. I use that one for my liquid blush. And that's the first thing I blend out. We blend in, we blend in. Yeah, so I blend, 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 blend. And the next step, the next thing that I blend out, and I use like, this brush it's not stiff enough. Where's my stiff brush there? Where it there? Anyways, I'm gonna use this. So I use this Real Techniques brush to blend out my contour. When I take my headband thing off, I usually play with it a little bit more. So the last thing I do blend out is my concealer, because the longer my concealer stays, the more coverage it gives me. And a woman like me, notice I didn't color correct. I color correct sometimes, it depends on how I'm feeling about what's happening on the face. So today, didn't feel like color correcting. So the contour is blended out. You can see the remnants of my my little blush, liquid blush. So this is damp, and I typically start here with under my chin, and I'm just blending. I don't know, it's super hard to blend and talk, but blend me a blend. I go drink water and mind my business. Mind my business. Drink water and mind my business. Now sometimes I use this brush from Real Techniques to kind of go under here to blend, and then I use the beauty blender. Oh, let's see how it goes today. Because boys and girls, y'all know I'm no Jackie either. Just trying to. Oh yes. So it's blending, and it's blending well. I know I still look crazy, but that's what's happening over here. So what are your goals for 2023? You know, what was one of those resolutions and goals that you had set at the beginning of the year? Resolutions, I hope you're still on it. I stopped making New Year's resolutions a long time ago. I just have like a list of goals, and I work from that. Like, yeah. That's how I do it. So yeah, the concealer is blended out for the most part. I know. The faces you make when you're blending, you're like, yeah. Well, part of my goals for 2023 is one, work smarter, not harder. I think that's a goal every year, but 2020 and 21 and 20, a little bit of 22, the universe was like, what? Do what? You're working harder. But yeah, But that's one of my goals, for sure. I definitely want to travel more, spend more time with the people that actually matter, you know. Things of that nature. That is my goal. I'm trying to find the brush that I'm looking for. The brush that I need to do under my eyes. Well, guess what? I'm just gonna use my beauty blender, and I'm taking that same loose powder from Laura Mercier, and I'm putting it right under my eye to set the product, set the concealer. I like to set, although I blend this out last, I set it first because I don't want the creasing to begin. And people, it will begin. Yeah. So I do that. I also use this brush here. It's another brush from Play and Makeup by Yolando. It's kind of like a, I don't know, it's at an angle. And I like it to do under my eyes some more. So this time I'm using, I'll put some up here too. I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury, what is this called? The Airbrush Flawless Finish. And this is in the shade medium, and I only use it to highlight under. This is like for under the eyes, etc. I put some up here. Yeah. That is what I use that for. A little bit there. Just, you know, a second blend from the actual beauty blender. I go, drink water and mind my business. Mind my business. Are y'all into carnival? I mean, for my people that are based in the US, have you been to a carnival outside of these United States? So I'm not talking about like Miami or anything. Like, have you actually been to some other country's carnival? If not, you need to get that on your radar. More so, Grenada's. Somebody call the Ministry of Tourism. I'm giving a plug. But no lie, Grenada needs to be on your radar. Probably one of the safest carnivals in the whole entire Caribbean. So that's that. This is blended out. Powder is on there. I put a little bit of powder on the nose to help with a little bit of contouring. Not much. I don't go crazy with this at all. But I put a little bit, just a smidge. And this is when I go into my contour. So wherever you put liquid or cream, you have to put powder. You don't have to, but that's what I do. Ooh, excuse me, Lord have mercy. Ooh, who did that? But yeah, this is what I use. This is, again, this is from Play and Makeup by Yolando. I have a lot of other products for this, but I like this whole palette because it's right there. You have every single shade. It's called the Mixed Race Contour Palette, and it's by Pimby, Play and Makeup by Yolando. So happy I discovered that brand. Anyways, I just play in these two right here. This one, I just go back and forth, and then I just do this. Of course, I dropped something. Okay, that's that. Now I take this brush here and I go back into the same palette But I don't use a super dark one. I use the lightest that can go on me and make a difference. And I just kind of I do like a contouring right there. So I make this line that kind of connects to the nose, like right there, like this. So I'm not like one of those chicks that likes to make their nose look like super skinny. No, I like my nose features. I just enhance it a little bit by doing that, just a little bit, not a whole lot. All right, so now it's time for some blush. Today I'm using blush from this Juvia's Place. OMG, let me wipe this thing. I am so ashamed. I am so ashamed. That didn't do anything. Anyways, it's the Juvia's Place, the Saharan Blush Palette #1. And it's filthy. And yeah, these are the blushes in here. So I'm going for Toby. It's like an orangey color. And that color just always looks so very good on deeper skin tones. So it's one of my favorites. So I throw Toby on here. I do the blush face like the so pretty, that orange. I love blush, so it's just gonna feel like I'm acting like a clown. But I love blush. Okay. It's blushing. Yeah, this is just like a typical blush brush, and this is from Morphe. This is like their vegan. I just like the handles that they're so long. They look super, they just look cool. But yeah, just a tiny bit more, just a little bit more. I like it. It's pretty. Why do I have a big zit right here? Like, oh my God. But anywho, and then next up, I am going to do a little bit of highlighter. I know people don't do highlighter much anymore, but I do. I like me some highlighter. I mean, I don't have to glow from down the road, but I need a little bit of glow on the face. Like, never leave home without it, like your American Express. Oh yeah, the glow is glowing. I'm gonna tone it down a little bit though. I also put a little bit of highlighter on the nose. Just rub it in a little bit, just a tad. And then I take my big brush, and this is just, the purpose of this is just to kind of blend the things in all together, like tone everything down. Okay, so then now I'm gonna go decide on my lippy, but not yet. I have to finish up with the eyes. So what I tend to do is I'm going to grab this palette, the same palette that I used, I'm gonna grab the orangey part of that palette. Same color I use for like the inner corner of the eye. I take a small brush and I just bring it out like more in the tear duct area. Right in the tear duct. So when you do that, like in the inner corner of your eyes, it makes your eyes look like a little bit more open. And then for the other part of my eye, like under here, I'm gonna use that same eyeshadow I used on the top to and I'll just run the thing under here. Basically, is all I'm doing. Just bringing the color down some more. Yippers. So I'm hoping to do, you know, a little bit more of this type of content where we kind of like basically sip and slay or something along those lines. You know, a lot of other creators call it that, but I don't want to call it that. Where we just have some girl talk. Maybe, you know, in the comments below, we can talk about you can tell me what topics may interest you. Put out a poll to see what you want to talk about. I know my channel is still so young and little that, you know, I'm trying different ways to engage. And of course, I need your help. So if you have any thoughts of anything that you would like us to talk about or things you want to know about me, let me know. What am I looking for? And it's probably right in front of my face. I'm looking for my mascara. Hold, please. Okay, so I found the mascara. Yeah, it was sitting right in front of me, like I thought. So this one is from MAC, and this is like the MAC stack, and it's good for bottom lashes. There's a smaller wand and a bigger wand. I think I have the bigger one, but I will make it work. Take off the excess. Obviously, I'm not putting any mascara on my top lashes because I have extensions on. That'll just ruin them. So I just do it in the bottom. And I don't know why I do this to put my mascara on. Not sure why, but I do it. And there's enough product on it to come over here. Don't need to go back in the actual container. Voila! So yeah, well, let's see. So next, I'm just using this MAC Studio Fix lightly to just do like all over my face powder, just to set everything that hasn't been set and just kind of bring everything and everyone together a little bit. All right, so yeah, that's that. So I will decide on my lippy, and when I come back, I'll be all addressed. Okay, so it's time for the lippy. So I have clothes on now. No more robe. I love this dress. I'll take a picture, a full body picture or something to show you guys what the dress looks like. I'm actually feeling. That's how I'm feeling. So yeah, so for my lippy, I'm going to line my lips with Magenta. It's a lip liner from MAC and it's called Magenta. So it's like a purplish color. That's what we lined with. So yeah, lining my lips with Magenta from MAC. It's like exactly what it's called, the color. It's magenta, so it's purplish. I might, when I put the lippy on, I might darken it a little bit, but that's the liner. Liner. And the lippy, this is one of the waterproof ones from MAC. Oh my gosh, I cannot read it. Olage is a joke. Hold on, I have a way. You can tell I've been doing this for a minute. I'm taking a picture of it so I can tell you guys the name of it. It's called Automized from MAC, and it's one of those liquid, what is it? Retro matte liquid lip color, and it's purplish. Oh yeah, you so pretty. I'm just trying to figure out why I got zits. I'm too old for that. Oh yeah, that lipstick is lipsticking. Yeah, I feel like that does the trick. Oh my gosh, my first get ready with me. I'm ready. She ready. Yep, then a little bit of spray. Poof, poof. And we are going to do, my scent of the day is going to be Clive Christian's Crab Apple Blossom. This is such a pretty fragrance. Let me tell you about the notes, because I don't know the notes off the top of my head. Let me look it up. Let me look it up for you while my face dries from the spray. See what Fragrantica is talking about. You know, Fragrantica is not always the end-all be-all for notes, but that's where we tend to look. So Crab Apple Blossom. So yes, it is. So it has sea notes, bergamot, apple blossom. In the middle there is mojito, rhubarb, and in the base there's driftwood and sandalwood. Yeah, and it's so pretty on the skin. One spray. I don't want y'all to see how much I actually spray. I feel like that's a national secret. Oh yeah, it's super pretty. Pricey. Pretty. I love these bottles. This is the only Clive Christian I have in my collection. But I'm testing some others out. We'll see. Yeah, it's definitely a fragrance that I'm happy to have in my collection. So yes, guys, this is the finished look. Yes, I love it. So yeah, this brings us to the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I mean, this is different, and I hope that I can do more of these. Maybe I'll put out some questions maybe on my Instagram. Yeah, follow me on Instagram at Roxanne_retreat. I'll put the Instagram name up on the screen so you can see. And then yeah, maybe I'll put out a poll, see, hey, what do you guys want to talk about? What kind of questions do you have for me? So that we can do this at least once a month, like do like a little girl chat, get ready with me, or maybe we're not getting ready, maybe we're just chatting. So yeah, I would love to do something like that. Let me know if that's something you would like. So again, this brings us to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up. If you have not already subscribed, please consider subscribing. And like I said, please follow me on Instagram at Roxanne's_retreat. Again, thanks for joining me. I hope you have a good one. Bye.